May I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello and welcome to the Titans Fieldhouse on a chilly Saturday afternoon. I'm your play-by-play announcer, Zachary McKenzie, joined here by my color commentator, June Yoon. This is the second game of the doubleheader of Eastern Florida Titans versus Hillsborough Community College. This is the first meeting between the two men's teams after splitting the season series last year. June, this game features two of the FSSAA's top 5 scorers in the nation, being Sean Register Jr. and Chandler Davis. What is expected of the two of them?
Then they're definitely going to go toe-to-toe. Sean Register's averaging 24 points per game. Chandler Davis on the Hawks side averaging just over 22 points per game. It's definitely going to be a big scoring battle between both of these sides, and it's specifically those two players.
All right, but maybe we know them two are definitely going to bring the energy, bring what they have to do. What can the Eastern Florida Titans do extra to make sure that they pull out a win tonight in the first meeting of these two teams?
I think especially, you got to look at the rebound battle, especially. They have two really big men in Agbalis and Ogo. When those two come onto the court, they play a huge part to it, getting the rebound, second chance points. Can't always rely on your guy, Sean Register Jr., despite how good and dominant he's been all season long.
I like the way you put it, June. Can't always rely on the starter or the star. Sometimes everybody has to pull their weight. The starters for the Titans tonight are number 0, Tyson Wilson, number 2, Jibby Lee, 3, Yoviel Acevedo Arroyo, number 5, Marcelo Cruz Rodriguez, and number 11, the man Sean Register Jr. And for the Hillsborough Hawks, the starting lineup is number 2, Chandler Davis, number 4, Nicholas Womack, number 5, Ramiz Zaid, number 10, Willie Correa, and number 14, Brian Estemy. Now, June, let's talk about the Hillsborough Hawks for a second. They are top 3 in three-point shooting as a team in the nation. What do the Titans have to do to make sure keep them contained and under wraps?
I mean, especially like what we said, you got to look for Chandler Davis. He has been really good, but not the best three-point shooter on the team. That is Correa, number 10 on the Hawks, who shoots nearly 40% from three-point range. Very, very impressive. But Chandler Davis gets points into the paint as well. Again, one of the best three-point shooting teams in the entire country. But that's not to just say that the Titans aren't good themselves. They're also a very good three-point shooting team. And like what I said, Zachary, going to be toe-to-toe, a lot of scoring in this game.
You're correct, June.
Let's play basketball.
Both these teams getting ready here, Zachary.
Yep, ready for the exciting tip-off we have here.
Some quick words already getting exchanged between the two.
Definitely. This looks to be a nice fierce rivalry, although Eastern Florida has won 4 out of the last 5. We have number 10, Willie Coroya at the tip-off with Marcel Cruz Rodriguez going to tip it off. And the tip goes to the Hawks now. Number 5, Ramiz Zaid controlling the possession. Now swings it around. Hawks swinging, ripping around the perimeter. Chandler Davis now. We mentioned him at the start of the game. He now controlling the possession. Hawks searching for the offense. Late into the shot clock here. Once again, June, maybe even reminiscent of what we saw at the start of the women's game, deep into the shot clock, the Hawks went just now.
And again, it just seems a bit of unawareness for the Hawks. I mean, they didn't look at the shot clock. It didn't seem like they knew how much time was left. And right off the gate, we hear the shot clock buzzer go off, and the Titans get possession.
Now Tyson Wilson coming down. He's wide open. He will try a 3. And it butter through the net, Tyson Wilson.
And Tyson Wilson, just a player that I love to watch. Doesn't stand as tall compared to some of his other teammates, but he really gets those three-point range shots going in.
Good start here from the Titans, and now Tyson Wilson has his hands in the cookie jar, takes it away. Jimmy Lee on the fast break. Good start here from the Eastern Florida Titans. 5-0, early hot start. The momentum is definitely in their favor.
And Zach Farrell and his whole bench just clapping up his team. Really nice quick start for them.
Nicholas Womack now trying to orchestrate the offense, get anything going here for the Hillsborough Hawks. Womack, he'll try a contested 3. Off the rim, out. Wilson gets possession of it. Now telling Jimmy Lee to go, move out of the way while he orchestrates it. Wilson, hard drive to the rim. Easy finish. June, they are on a tear so far.
And Tyson Wilson is feeling really good right at the beginning of this first half. Three-pointer goes down, finds his lane, gets into the paint, makes another bucket.
Now Hawks trying to find anything to work on offense. Bit of a drought so far for them. Womack trying to orchestrate it now. Davis will try a 3. Front rim and out.
Yeah, just eagerness there. Just kind of weren't too patient with the turnover by Titans.
And that's how the Titans will take the lid off the basket. Layup there by Ramiz Zaid. Jimmy Lee now brings the ball up. 45% shooter on the season as he just misses the layup. Maybe went too quick there. Good defense by the Hawks. And now they're out in transition. Chandler Davis. Crosses up. Now dishes it to Ramiz Zaid. He attacks, spins. Back out to Davis. Good movement here from the Hawks. Davis tries to force it in. No good.
And Chandler Davis, again, not the best beyond the arc shooter, but always tries to go into the paint and forces his way in. Kind of a bit of bully ball as well. You can see how tall he stands.
Definitely a tall attacker. I see how he averages some of the most points in the division. And that was good transition offense there by Zaid. Zayed to bully his way into the easy layup.
And now the Hawks really settling in offensively. Again, I can't try to catch my words. Bit of a slow start for the Hawks, and we saw with the whole shot clock thing going on at the very beginning, but settling in very slowly. And Zayed is able to get a kick started for them.
Yes, it's good that they didn't let the pace of the game get to them and start to play erratic and maybe shoot a lot of ill-advised shots. They kind of calmed down, and now both teams are settled into this one. Wilson now looking for an inbound pass. Tried to get it to Arroyo. Stolen, though. And now on the fast break, Womack lays it in. Jimmy Lee on the inbound. Quickly up to Wilson. Trying to go for the layup. Register is there to put it back. Finish the dirty dishes by Wilson.
There's the masked man himself, Sean Register Jr. You just know he's going to be going into this game. Stands at a very good height as well, at 6'7" tall.
I love that persona you give him, the masked man. Good persona there. We'll see what we can see out of him for the rest of the game. Benares number 12, Manyaka Luma. He tried the three, couldn't get it to go. Now Sean Register taking it strong to the hole.
And I just love how Sean Register plays. Really, he's not somebody that is so flashy, but he just does nearly everything right and just everything that you want from a player.
You're correct. Not too much flash. Sometimes just puts his head down and can get you a bucket. That is what you need out of a top scorer like Sean Register. Chandler Davis now being pressured by two Titans defenders. Womack hard to the cup. Easy layup for him. Jibby Lee trying to push it in transition. Titans playing very fast. Lee got it stolen away. Now Zayed tried to get the fancy on the finish, couldn't get it. Luma will put it back in. Marquis June, my bad. This has been a fast-paced game so far. We'll get back to you right after this media timeout.
Hello, friends. You know that you can count on WEFS-TV to provide programs that inform, inspire, and connect you with your community. But we can't do this alone. If you value independent, local public television, please consider making a donation to WEFS-TV today. Every donation makes a difference, regardless of the size. Visit WEFSTV.org and click on the Donate button to make your donation. Thank you for supporting WEFS-TV, your community public television station.
All right, June, coming back here now. We talked about a little bit over the break about Davis maybe being over 2, not quite having his hands fully on this game yet. What do you think he can maybe do to get out of his head, maybe, if he is in his head, to start to maybe stack up the scoring?
I think what Chandler Davis needs, he just settled down a little bit. You're already one of the top scorers in the whole division, but just to kind of settle down. There's been times I've seen him on the floor just a bit too eager to get to the shot. It's still early on in this game. Only 5 minutes have been played. Again, close contest as we expected coming into this one. But yeah, just kind of settle down. Just slow his eagerness a little bit. Not yet. It's not like you're down by just 1 point with 30 seconds left.
Good point you make there, June. It's not like you're down, like you need a bucket from your main scorer. Settle down into the offense and let it just flow. Sean Register, the masked man for this game. Now Arroyo, he'll try a contested three. Back rim and out. And now Luma on the fast break. Kicks it to Bravo. Bravo passed it to number 5, Zayed. And he went hard to the hole, got a foul. Upcoming free throws for him.
And Zayed. And again, the one thing I will say with the Hawks, they're not entirely the best free throw shooting team. They shoot about under 70% as a team total. But we talk about how these teams need to take advantage of these really just free chance points here.
You're correct on that, June. You have to take advantage of the ones when you get the free ones. That foul, by the way, was on Javon Yappy, number 12, his first foul. But back to what you were saying, yes, you have to take advantage. Free points, like they mentioned, are free. They don't come as easy in these games, so when you do get them, you have to take advantage of them.
I had 1 for 2. Pretty resemblant of his 50% free throw shooting percentage.
I keep telling people, June, numbers don't lie. Now Arroyo, he'll pump fake the 3. Easy, takes the step in midi. Silky smooth jumper by Arroyo.
That's really nice by Yoviel Acevedo Arroyo. One of my favorite names to say, too, in all the broadcasting games that we have.
It definitely rolls off the tongue. Now Chandler Davis. Trying to put the moves on Arroyo. Kicks it to Womack. Womack crosses over. Step back 3. Step back 2, my bad. Off the rim. Lana Agabaliz gobbles up the rebound. Now Jibby Lee. Tried to push it in transition. Thought about the 3, no good. Register will calm it down. And he'll get denied by number 12, Manyaka Luma.
And Yakaluma really got up there. Not the biggest guy in the court, only stands at 6'2", but gets a real nice block.
June, Luma doesn't care if you're the best scorer in the FSCAA or not. He will play defense on you, and now he's contesting Sean Register for the jump ball. Javon Yappy will take an easy 3 in the corner.
And Yappy is a player that I've liked all season long, makes a huge impact every time he comes onto the court. It's another 6-man. Again, bench points always huge, especially in closely contested games.
Like you mentioned, bench points could be the reason why we talked about the Lakers at the start. The starters can do all you want, but if the bench doesn't score, you're not going to win the game. Good defense there by the Titans, forcing an out-of-bounds call on the Hillsborough Hawks.
Yeah, it looks like he just had his foot on the baseline as he was just trying to maneuver around a couple Titans players.
Tyson Wilson will bring it up. Good passing here from the Titans. Gives it to Sean Register down low in the post. Wilson thought about the 3. Gives it to Nick Oliver. Back to Register. He'll put the move on the baseline. Wilson got too happy when he was up there, forgot to finish it. Now the Hawks are on the break.
The timing was just a little bit off by Tyson Wilson. He was trying to get the putback and dunk it in.
He seemed to pause in there. It's like he was happy he was up there, just forgot to flush it in. Now Chandler Davis still hasn't gotten it going so far. Now the matchup we've been talking about, Sean Register on Davis. He doesn't care. Easy finish to the rim by Chandler Davis. He finally gets on the board.
That's what Chandler Davis needs to be doing in this game. Just simple, just kind of drive in nicely, especially going up against Register.
You're right. He sometimes just will take it to the defender. Good offensive rebounding there by the Titans. Tip in by Wilson was no good. And then Register came to clean it up.
Yeah, and what a response by Sean Register. Basically told Davis, you're going to score down one side. I'm going to do the same thing back to you.
That's what we came in this game expecting, June. A high-scoring battle between these two scorers. And now they're going at it again. Sean Register on the island. Davis, good defense by Register. Not allowing easy points for Davis.
And again, it's just a battle that we're going to love to see all game long, isn't it?
This battle is going to be a continuous, like you mentioned, all game long, but we'll be right back after this media timeout.
Build a successful career with a bachelor's degree from Eastern Florida State College. You can choose from nearly 25 tracks in today's top job fields of business, healthcare, and computer technologies, with classes tailored to meet your needs on campus and online. A bright future awaits you with a bachelor's degree from Eastern Florida State College. To learn more, visit easternflorida.edu/go/bachelors.
And we're back here at the Titan Fieldhouse with 11:55 to go in the first period. Score 18 for the Titans, 13 for the Hillsborough Community College. June, what have you seen so far from the Titans that allowed them to get out to this early lead?
I mean, I think one thing, again, don't want to be reliant on Sean Register Jr. They haven't. He's done his business, but so has Tyson Wilson. Second leading scorer on the team already, 5 points. Just a little bit, timing off on that attempted dunk that he had. But again, just bench points as well. Javon Yappy coming in, got a clean look, open from 3, and fully took advantage of that.
You're correct. Tyson Wilson helping and doing his part, but talk about his rebounding numbers. 5 rebounds for the 6'2" guard. Great to start off the game.
He averages a little bit over 8 rebounds a game. He's, like what I said, all facets of the game. He's just exactly what you want and a real coach's player as well.
And now Yappy chasing off the screen. Number 4, Womack trying to put the moves on. Spins. Contested mid-range. No good. Ebiogo there to control the glass. Wilson now to Nick Oliver. He'll think about it. Javon Yappy back to Oliver. They play tit for tat. Oliver no good. Good passing there from the Titans, sharing the love. Looked for a good shot. Got it. Just couldn't get it to fall. Now Chandler Davis will calm down the offense.
Hey, that's what you need to do if you're the Hawks. Just settle down a little bit. Again, we're still in the early stages of this game.
Chandler Davis off the screen from Adrian North. Rolls off the rim and out. Now Tyson Wilson. He'll get down low. Kicks it back out to Oliver. Wilson orchestrating the offense. Gets the screen from Oliver. Gets the screen from Ogo. Kicks it out. Titans now searching for a bucket. Oliver spin layup. I think it was blocked there by Luma. I'm not sure. Coaching staff of Titans signaling for an out-of-bounds call.
I think that was might have been Adrian North. Couldn't really tell. And a lot of hands were going up on that attempt.
Nick Oliver is saying he's not going to airball like that, so it must be touched.
Yeah, exactly. Especially if you're a player, you're going to be like, no, it was blocked.
It was definitely blocked. Chandler Davis taking it hard to the hole, no good.
There, Davis just a little bit unlucky on that, but the Hawks are going to be able to go to the line.
And that foul is on number 23, Ebi Ogo. Ramiz Zaid to the line. Zayed hits the first free throw. And converts on the second. Good shooting from him so far at the free throw line. Oliver being trapped in the backcourt, searching for a pass. Finds Cruz Rodriguez, and he gets ripped from behind. Now number 3, Bravo puts it up. Doesn't get it to go. Ramirez, Rodriguez in transition. Wilson slowing it down.
A lot of back and forth going on between them. Not really any scoring on those plays, though.
Wilson left open. He decided to try his luck from 3. Couldn't get it to fall.
Number 23, there you go, his second, team's third.
Now that's Ogo's second foul already.
I was about to say Ogo just checked in the game and has already picked up 2 early fouls in this one.
It's something definitely to keep an eye on. Ebi Ogo, every time he comes in, I was talking to you about it earlier, just, again, the rebounds has been huge for the Titans all season long.
Chandler Davis was looking for the give and go, couldn't get it. Now Adrian North, hard screen Davis, blocked by Nick Oliver. Javon Yappy trying to run the break, sees Oliver, decides to take it himself. Kicks it out to Oliver instead. Easy 3 for Nick Oliver.
And I got to really love what Yappy did. Saw that the lane wasn't fully open, looked for a man and kicked it out, and they got an easy 3-pointer open look for him.
That's how you run the transition break, June. You don't always think about yourself. You try, draw the D in, kick it out, easy shot. Especially to your leading 3-point shooter, Nick Oliver, who shoots 36% from the 3-point line. Zayed back to the line, shooting a lot of free throws in this first period.
It's definitely boosting up that 50% free throw percentage.
Always good to get that up. It looks good on the stats. And now Sean Register check in the game along with Arroyo.
Yeah, well, once again, I talk about it all the time, but Zach Farrell and the Titans, just their depth has been outstanding all season. Seems like every player checks in and is able to provide some sort of impact for them.
That's why when players maybe like Ebi Ogo pick up 2 fouls, you're not as worried and even can keep him in the game because you know you have the depth to go deep even if he does foul out of the game. Hard drive there by Wilson, unfortunately fouled there by number 5. Zayed.
And I mean, even mentioning with Ebi Ogo, but also Lana Agbalis, they're 2 very similar players, nearly the same height. Agbalis stands at 6'8", Ogo stands at 6'9", both from Canada as well. Not sure if that has any point as to how similar they are and how well they play as a team. But again, those guys always get the boards for the Titans throughout the entire season.
That's good when you can have 2 big men doing the dirty work for you. And like you mentioned, when they're so related, it's good when 2 big men have a good relationship with each other. Tyson Wilson now guarding Zayed at the top of the key. Titans need a good defensive possession here to keep their run going. Easy dump down to number 10, Carollo. Couldn't get it though. Ebiogo defended the rim for his life. Good defense there by the Titans.
Again, just we saying his name a lot the past minute. Ogo just gets up and gets the rebounds. I mean, he just stands so tall. He's just framed not only with the height, but just size overall.
Height, strength, and size by Ogo. You can't teach those things, Joe, and that's why it's so valuable. But Sean Register, something else you can't teach, being a natural-born bucket, as he just got the point there. Carollo, small man on him. He had the tiny Nick Oliver on him and decided to go up. Good job at the big man instead of passing it out. Now Wilson will come down the floor, trying to slow down the Titans' offense. Nick Oliver, deep three, decides to shoot it. Slightly hit off the rim, didn't go. And now Chandler Davis in transition.
Oh, that was a no-look pass by Davis. Didn't really work out for him.
Didn't work out for him, but it worked out for the Titans. Steal by Sean Register. Easy layup by Arroyo.
And Jovio Acevedo Arroyo. I love how quick he is every time that they are able to take advantage of turnover. They just get down. He finds the lane, gets into the paint, and puts it out in the bucket.
June, you need players like that. Everybody can't crash the board. Somebody has to leak out for those easy transition points. Now here's the matchup we were talking about again. Register on Davis. Davis spinning. Gets it to go. Good block attempt there by Register. Just too late on it. Arroyo, though, will go up for the layup. Contorted his body in all sorts of ways. Couldn't get it to go.
Yeah, the Hawks were a little bit slow in transition there. There are not a lot of Hawks players were back, and honestly, lucky that Arroyo wasn't able to finish that off.
I think they all were watching the impressive bucket by Davis a few seconds ago. Everyone just seemed to slow down and look at it, forgot Arroyo on the other end. Now Wilson will take control of this one. He finds Register being triple teamed. Now, June, if that doesn't say anything about a player, I don't know what will. Immediate triple team there by Sean Register. Now, as we go on, we'll step aside here for the media timeout.
There's a lot of things you're good at. So what do you like to do that you want to do for the rest of your life?
And get paid.
At Eastern Florida State College, there's so many choices. With more than 100 career and technical programs to choose from, like aerospace and engineering technologies, aviation, welding, public safety, and more. There's definitely one you'll be good at. Learn at your own pace, in person, online, day or night.
What are you good at?
So come on, let's get started.
Welcome back here to the Titan Fieldhouse for the first game in the series against the Eastern Florida Titans and the Hillsborough Community College Hawks. June, what can you maybe talk about number 5, Zayed, for the Hawks? He's been picking up the slack, I would say, where Chandler Davis has kind of not picked it up so far. What can you maybe say about his game?
I think really nice, what Zayed's done really nicely is he's really kind of the field general. You know, he's the point guard of this Hawks team. And Chandler Davis, for him, I'd say the main thing is the Titans have done well defensively shutting him down. They know that he shoots just under 30% from beyond the arc, so they're kind of forcing him outside. They're not really allowing him chances to find a lane and get into the paint and get the buckets like what he's done all season.
I've been noticing that he more opts to drive it hard to the paint instead of taking the three. Good job on the scouting report and the coaching staff of the Titans to realize that and plan accordingly. Now looks like the starting four are back in with Lana Agabalis as the replacement. Sean Register now takes the ball on the perimeter. Kicks it to Jibby Lee. Lee trying to put the offense in motion. Quick shot. Rodriguez has to get it up. Didn't hit the rim, so shot clock didn't reset. Turnover on the possession for the Titans.
And Cruz Rodriguez, ever since he started playing this season, wasn't able to in the beginning moments of the season, but he's been a big impact player for them. Is able to earn a starting spot too lately.
Like we mentioned, he added more depth to this already deep Eastern Florida roster as Chandler Davis was spinning out of control, trying to chuck up a shot there. And here is Agabalis. He'll go hard in the paint, but get blocked by Chandler Davis. He doesn't just score, he plays defense too. Good rejection there by Davis. And now there's the big man on him. He'll try to get fancy. Kicks it instead to Bravo. Now number 4, in and out, no good. Agbalis grabbed the rebound.
And like we said, Agbalis, Ogo, doesn't matter. At least one of them's on the court. They're getting those defensive boards for the Titans.
That has to be a good feeling if you're a coach like Zach Farrell. You get almost every single rebound that's offered up for you. Arroyo again on the 3. Has been a sniper so far on the season for the Titans, shooting 32% from the three-point line. And the Hawks need a timeout facing Arroyo's deep threes. We'll head to the break. Back here with the Titans versus the Hawks. Titans have been shooting it pretty well from the field at a great staggering 43%. That's the type of shooting you need to stay in this game and keep winning and hold the lead. And we also noticed, like we mentioned, they're the second highest scoring team in the FSC AA with 92 points per game. You don't get those amount of points without shooting good, June.
I mean, it's a 92 points, especially at the college levels, is really just outstanding. This is a very, very strong offensive team.
Now, Jibby Lee playing intense defense on Zaid. Knocks it away. Sean Register leading the break. The masked man kicks it to Rodriguez. Just fumbled it. And now Zaid on the break, trailing Agbalis. He tried to glass it, couldn't get it. He was just an inch away, June.
Wow, I thought for sure Lana Agbalis was going to block that one. It looks like Zayed had a clear lane, but Agbalis did really well to get back. Just a little unfortunate not to get the block off.
Good job to track it down by Agbalis, and even better job on the finish there by Jibby Lee. Now number 20, John Trulin. He'll kick it to Zayed, who lays it off to Correa. Good layup there. Talk about the dexterity, June, to be in the air and pass it from the sideline to your big man, and who gets the bucket.
Yeah, I mean, the Hawks have been really getting a lot of their points from inside of the paint. Not a lot of beyond the arc shooting from them.
Good save there by Correa. Now number 20, John Trulin. He'll try a crossover into the baseline. Stood up by Jibby Lee. Turnover on the Hawks. Javon Yappy will check back into the game. And we have a media timeout called. We'll be right back.
Eastern Florida State College has a 2-year aerospace technology degree. We are the only school in the state of Florida that offers this degree. The program is taught by industry professionals. All of the instructors are currently employed or previously employed at NASA. The program manager was part of NASA for 35 years. So you're not getting just somebody that has a degree that's teaching you stuff about aerospace. You're learning from people that actually worked in the aerospace field or currently working in the aerospace field.
And we're back here at the Titan Field House, where the Eastern Florida Titans are up by 8 against the Hillsborough Community College Hawks with just 3 minutes and 50 seconds left in the first half. Jibby Lee now will bring it up. Good passing back and forth here from the Titans. Yappy in the corner, whips it back to Lee. Lee will look for it. Rodriguez fakes it, packs it back to Arroyo. He loves that corner shot, and I see why. Easy rolling for Arroyo.
Hey, like what you said, you took the words right out of my mouth, partner. He really loves that corner three. Yoviel Acevedo Arroyo has been making himself a home right there.
Oh, like they say, home is where the heart is, and that is where Arroyo feels comfortable. Tough defense by Lon Agabalis. Body's hitting the floor, and Agabalis is hyped. Good defense there by the Eastern Florida Titans.
And arms, legs, everything was getting tangled into the mix between both of the teams. But the Titans, again, defensively today, I think, have been doing a really good job against such a high-flying, scoring team in the Hawks.
Good defensive job, like you mentioned. They're managing to keep the Hawks and, more importantly, Chandler Davis under wraps. Good game planning by the coaching staff and Zach Farrell. Now Jibby Lee kicks it to Javon Yappy. He'll try his luck. And the Titans, I don't know if it's luck or skill, June, but whatever it is, they're hitting today Javon Yappy. He drills another three.
It's certainly not luck. It's a lot of skill coming from these Titans players. Nearly every single player on the court, on the team, is able to make shots from beyond the arc.
And talk about beyond the arc. What they really can do, June, is play some defense. Good defensive possession. The coaches are hyped. The players are hyped. I'm hyped, June.
And the fans are hyped, too. You can see a lot going on. But just defensive effort for the Titans throughout the entirety of this first half has been nearly perfect. Pinpoint to exactly what they want. And that's why they have such a strong lead right now.
I couldn't have said it any better, June. I am a true believer in that defense lasts or goes on to offense. And that is the reason this lead is so high. Javon Yappy, step back three. That was a heat check. He turns to his big man and says, get that shot out the net, June.
Those hands aren't just warming up. They're nearly on fire, Zakari.
On fire, June. Titans are starting to have fun with it now. Yappy, interception. Now on the end, he goes up for the late, gets rejected by Luma. Sean Register thought about it too quick. That was a serious momentum swing there by Yappy. If he had scored that, the Hawks almost surefire would have needed a timeout there.
You know, I'll give Sean Register the benefit of that. Maybe the mask got in the way there. He didn't see the ball.
Definitely.
really a mistake
fault.
that he doesn't make so very often. It's very clear. See, he's adjusting it right there, Zakari.
It definitely was the mask, June. Register doesn't make mistakes like that. Now number 4, Womack trying to calm this momentum swing by the Titans. Correa bully ball on Sean Register. Couldn't get it to go. Register with the rebound now, pushing the transition hard. No look pass to Javon Yappy. Off the back rim, no good. Now Hawks in transition, easy pass to Chandler Davis. Couldn't get the and one layup. Will settle for free throws.
Man, I mean, talking about bully ball, it's hard to play bully ball if you're going up against Sean Register Jr. I mean, Sean Register, again, makes a lot of the points, but gets a lot of rebounds as well. He stands at 6'7" tall. That's not somebody that you can just push around in the paint.
You're correct. Averages the most rebounds on the team, which is impressive. Like we mentioned, 24 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists he averages. Good scoring, assisting, and rebounding numbers for Sean Register Jr. Jibby Lee now walks it up the court, taking his time, knows there's no need to rush. Titans have it all figured out in this first period. Javon Yappy, he's feeling hot. Left, right cross into the floater. Off the front rim, couldn't get it to fall. And now number 3, Bavaro, he'll trail for a shot. Couldn't get it. Yappy back up and for the rebound. Fast-paced play here. Jibby Lee hands up, screaming for it in the corner. We'll see why. Couldn't get it to fall. Register, though, doing the dirty work. Hustling for it. Couldn't get that one to fall.
It's a bit unlucky there, Sean Register.
Luma, he'll spin and dunk the ball. Maniaka Luma, very underappreciated player so far in this first period.
Yeah, Manyanka Luma only stands at 6'2", able to get up and get a dunk.
I couldn't tell you only stands at 6. He plays like he's 6'7". Yappy tried a 3 there. Rodriguez now. Jibby Lee will calm the offense down before he explodes. Step back 3 in the corner. Jibby Lee, front rim. Tried to beat the buzzer, couldn't get it. June, what have you seen so far from the Titans that has allowed them to push this out to a huge lead?
I think one thing for sure is not just the scoring. You have to bring up how well they've been defensively. Chandler Davis, one of the nation's top scorers, has been very quiet in the first half, and that's because of how Zach Farrell has orchestrated that defense for the Titans and how they know. They did their scouting report. They did their homework. They know how he gets points into the paint. They weren't allowing him to get into the paint, cut off all of those lanes for him, and he's been struggling in that entire first half.
You love when a team does their homework and can perfectly predict how a team will play. Now, for the Hillsborough Community College, how can they maybe get back in the game and to chop away at this deficit coming out of the half?
Again, I think one thing to mention is during transition, they've been very slow going back defensively, and that enables a lot of the Titans players, especially some of the quicker guys on that Titans team, to be able to find really quick lanes, able to kick them out, and there's just open guys from the corners and beyond the arc, and they've been hot shooting from beyond the arc today. They're shooting over 40% in the first half from three-point range, and they're taking full advantage of how slow the Hawks are in getting back on defense.
You're correct on that assumption, June. This has been halftime. For this half, you're going to get some snacks, get some drinks, refuel, because the second half, the Titans are looking to go full steam ahead. Don't go anywhere as we go into the break.
Hosted by Mike Parsons.
Welcome to Titan Sports Time. I'm Mike Parsons, Director of Athletic Communications at Eastern Florida State College. And today I'm joined by interim baseball coach Mitch Gallagher. Welcome to the show, Mitch.
Thanks for having me on, Mike.
Well, Coach, first of all, just kind of talk about the fall now transforming into the spring. How was your first fall practice?
It was good. You know, fortunate enough with my first fall, having a older group, a little bit more mature, it was easier to implement some of the structure and plans we had in place. So pretty much just able to set the plan, set the structure, and let the guys kind of handle their business.
And before we get into the team, you have a couple new assistant coaches that are well known to Eastern Florida and bring that kind of experience in Drew Stubbs and Ridge Scarbeck.
Yeah, great to have them back. You know, they were part of our first team here when Coach Brown and I came into Eastern. So having guys that were familiar with how we try to run things and the way we want to do things, and then two, just young assistants eager to get into coaching with really, really knowledgeable backgrounds. Just very, very fortunate to have them on staff.
And you have a good core coming back this spring from last season. I guess first of all, we'll talk about the pitchers, led by Brody Kelly and Parker Trowbridge. I mean, you really have a good staff.
Yeah. Both those guys I think are going to serve significant roles. They've both progressed a lot. Jacob Goldman and Garrett Smith also coming back. I think those four guys, just what they can do on the field, but what they bring off the field in the locker room, and just showing guys how to go about your business, because those are guys that, you know, maybe flew under the radar a little bit in high school. Now the progress they've made over the last couple of years has been significant to where, you know, other guys, freshmen coming in, can look at what they've done and how they go about their business, and it trickles down to the rest of the staff.
And it is nice because all 4 of them made a good impact in their freshman season for you. I mean, Garrett made the splash when he came back in the middle of the season last year. Parker was really good. So was Goldman, both as a starter and a reliever, and then Brody, of course.
Yeah.
So it's really nice to have that kind of a core getting into the system.
Absolutely. And, we've always been big on having different looks on our pitching staff. So Brody, sinker guy from the right side, Goldie with a little bit of ride on the fastball from the right side. Parker's kind of your funky lefty. Garrett's throws from the left side. So it just fits the mold of what we look for in our staff as well.
And offensively, talk about some guys that are going to be your big offensive weapons this year.
Yeah, a lot of new faces on the position side. Some freshmen coming back that were a little hurt, didn't get in the lineup a whole lot. So it's going to be a lot of new faces, but a couple guys that coming in, Jake Richardson, Hudson Gwynn, some guys that kind of jumped off the pages, having a more mature makeup. Really good players, but again, just what they do off the field and behind the scenes that really kind of trickles down and sets the stage for the rest of the guys.
And talk about this spring, because you only got like a week and a half to 2 weeks before, next Friday we put them on for real. So how quick is it, and how much do you get done before games start?
Yeah, it's a really quick turnaround. You basically get 2 full weeks of practice, but you get, trying to give them some off days mixed in, so we're not just burnt out when we go into season. So we have a lot to get done in a very short amount of time. So there's always going to be some hiccups opening weekend, but every team's dealing with the same thing. So really just looking for guys to make sure we're healthy, not overusing guys early on, and make sure that we're full go by the time conference rolls around.
And the Prospect Select Spring Kickoff, first time we've done this, but really cool. We get Pensacola State College and then Cleveland Community College coming for 2 days of good baseball. Yeah, 2 really good programs coming down. That's how we've tried to set it up here the last few years, just really trying to expose our guys with our non-conference games, get the best competition in that we can, expose our guys to the highest level that we can, and just see what our flaws are, see what our strengths are, see who's going to show up. And so we'll get 12 games before we start conference to really see what this group is made of. And, 4 games in 2 days, all 7 games at Bruce Bochy Field. So come out and watch some good baseball next weekend. But talk about what you want to see from this group.
Really, I just want to see guys moving around. The big thing, with 4 games in 2 days, everybody's going to play. Yeah. We're going to need every pitcher. We're going to need all of our position players. So I just want to see guys make the most of their opportunity, play the game hard, and then, whatever we struggle with, we'll circle back the following week in practice and hit it.
And talk about personally, it's got to be exciting. Your first real games at Eastern Florida. You spent many summers being the head coach, so you have that experience. But at the same time, first games here at Eastern Florida.
Yeah, a little different. I did some summer coaching in collegiate summer leagues, but when it's spring season, school ball, it's definitely got a different feel to it. You get a lot more time to prep with these guys, so there's a lot more that goes into just seeing the culmination of all of our efforts from the mid-August when we started to now, and just see the progress we've made.
And what has you excited? I mean, what have you kind of seen from the guys in practice so far that really has you excited for the season?
I think just the overall physicality and the fact that I think we have a team that can beat you a bunch of different ways. We're bigger, stronger, faster. We've kind of made that progress each year. But really, I don't think we're a team that's just going to have to rely on pitching or rely on playing clean baseball or rely on our offense. I think some days our offense is going to carry us to some wins. Some days it'll be pitching, and then some days we put it all together, and then that's when we're looking really good.
And once again, that's next Friday and Saturday, January 23 and 24, Bruce Bochy Field. So come out and watch some good baseball. Well, thank you for joining us, Coach.
Thanks for having me, Mike.
Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time on Titan Sports Time.
There's a lot of things you're good at. So what do you like to do that you want to do for the rest of your life?
And get paid.
At Eastern Florida State College, there's so many choices. With more than 100 career and technical programs to choose from, like aerospace and engineering technologies, aviation, welding, public safety, and more. There's definitely one you'll be good at. Learn at your own pace, in person, online, day or night.
What are you good at?
So come on, let's get started.
Hello, friends. You know that you can count on WEFS TV to provide programs that inform, inspire, and connect you with your community. But we can't do this alone. If you value independent, local, public television, please consider making a donation to WEFS TV today. Every donation makes a difference, regardless of the size. Visit WEFSTV.org and click on the Donate button to make your donation. Thank you for supporting WEFS TV, your community public television station.
All right, June, we're back here. Welcome to the Titan Fieldhouse for the double game in the doubleheader between the Eastern Florida Titans and Hillsborough Community College Hawks. June, that was an explosive first half from the Titans. Let's talk about, I would say, the leader for that half, Javon Yappy. The spark plug came off the bench, drilled 3 3-pointers to total 9 points, but also grabbed 3 rebounds and 1 assist. What can you say about Javon Yappy's performance?
I think, we talk about it all the time when we cover Eastern Florida State. It's just the bench. They have so much depth on this team. And Javon Yappy is a player that continuously comes off, checks into this game, and makes an instant impact. It's a great three-point shooter, and he proved it in the first half, shooting 3 for 5 from three-point range, finds open looks, finds good opportunities for himself, and takes full advantage of them.
Good point, like you mentioned, that's all basketball is, getting your opportunities, and when you get them, take advantage of them. What about for the Hillsborough Community College, Ramiz Zayed? What can you say about him? He totaled 12 points and 5 assists in that one.
And Zayed, maybe not the player that you expected to be the leading scorer for the Hawks, but again, as their leading point guard and as the real field general is a term that we love to use in basketball. But again, he's trying to orchestrate this offense really well, and with 12 points, he's able to force himself get into the paint. Something that Chandler Davis, who we expected to do that a lot of, hasn't really been getting going. But Zayed gets himself sent to the line, and again, despite his free throw percentage entering this game, has really been increasing that percentage. 4 from 6 from free throw, been taking nice advantage of that. But overall for Hillsborough is points in the paint. They had 22 points in the paint in that first half in comparison to just the 16 of the Titans. So 2 good offenses, but they work very differently.
All right, June, and based off the first half, what can we maybe expect coming into this last half of basketball?
I think if you're Zach Farrell and the Titans, it's just got to keep up the good defensive work. I mean, we're able to hold the Hawks to just 28 points, Chandler Davis to just 6, who's shooting 2 for 10 from the field. And then for Dominic Coleman and his team is you have to switch up a little bit offensively because this Titans team defensively has been shutting you down the entire day.
Good point. Like you mentioned, if it's not working, you've got to keep making adjustments. Another key important thing in the game of basketball, adjustments until something decides to stick or work. Now, Tyson Wilson, he'll bring it out starting off from the break. Sean Register, a little quiet first half, but he starts off the second half with an easy basket.
And Sean Register Jr., just somebody always you can rely on, and he just gets a quick start in this first half, and again, a nice start for the Titans, picking up right where they left off.
You're correct, picking up right where they left off, and like you mentioned, Sean Register Jr., quick points, does not allow too much. He's not very flashy, he just gets the actual points, puts the points on the board. And now, there's number 3, Bavaro. He'll drive to the rim, get the hard foul.
And that's one thing offensively for the Hawks that you need to continuously do. I mentioned points in the paint and how they have 22 of them in the first half. That's something that's one way that they're continuously getting their points and just continuing to go and drive to the basket, trying to force some of those fouls and get yourself sent to the line.
You're right, getting sent to the line, especially when you're leading, when your main scorer is maybe shoving off now or struggling, that can definitely help you keep pace in this game, keep the points up, and keep going in the direction that you need to go. Bavaro now, perfect at the line there. Now here's Tyson Wilson. Trying to beat the press. The Titans will pass it back and forth between Wilson and Lee. He'll see Rodriguez. Rodriguez tried to flip it to the other corner for Arroyo. Instead, it got stolen, and now Hawks on transition. Womack pump faking. Now in the middle of the defense. Davis, he'll shoot the 3. Back rim. Can't get it. Very unlucky from 3 tonight. Arroyo will drive down. He'll go up. Tried to get it to register. Couldn't get it. Zayed with the rebound. Referee says he stepped out.
Yeah, very clearly Zayed stepped out of bounds. Again, kind of difficult in those situations. Can't really say it's a lack of awareness, just especially when you're right there at the baseline and you're trying to get the rebound. Sometimes it's hard to just keep all your feet in bounds.
Definitely, especially if you're looking up to try to push the ball forward. It's hard to see where your foot may land. Jimmy Lee now receives it off the inbound. Sean Register give and go, gets it right back. Thought he got fouled. Arid shot, no good. And now Hawks in transition. Zayed pushes it, couldn't get it to go. Correa tried to put back the dirty dishes, couldn't get it. And now Titans in transition. Rodriguez, no good also on the layup. Fast-paced game here coming out of the half. And it continues to be. Titans now in transition. Jimmy Lee skip past the Wilson. He couldn't finish. Register will finally finish it in.
Yeah, second chance points for Sean Register. He's always just lurking around in the paint. Kind of just came out of nowhere in that transition. Quickly got back and able to put the points in.
You're correct. We talked about Agabalis and Ogo, but Sean Register, he's also a very good rebounder for this Titans team.
Yeah, Sean Register averages 8 rebounds per game, which is just really impressive for him. But again, huge size, 6'7".
Davis, he's still trying to get it going. Can't seem to hit anything from out there from 3. Wilson and the Titans now on offense. Wilson trying to orchestrate the offense. Lee in motion. Now kicking it to Rodriguez. Back to Wilson. Arroyo. Good movement here from the Titans. Lee tried to dump it off to Rodriguez. It couldn't get. Arroyo will play transition D. Slowed it down now. Zayed spins. Good defense there by Tyson Wilson. Kept his both hands up. Tried to play set defense. Just drew the foul there for Zayed.
And the Titans not just picking up where they left off offensively, but defensively as well. Yeah, a bit unfortunate to have the fouls being called on them, but once again, just kind of preventing the main man for the Hawks all season was Chandler Davis, and again, they're preventing him from getting into the paint. They're forcing him to shoot from beyond the arc, and he's 0 for 5 shooting from 3 points today.
You mentioned a good point there, June. If Zach Farrell wanted anything to transfer from the first half, it wouldn't even be the offense. It would mainly be the defense. If we can keep doing anything, let's make sure we keep this game under wraps, keep Chandler Davis under wraps, and keep the scoring under control. So I'm glad the defense has translated to the second half.
Yeah, and it's something that we say in every sport is good defense translates into a good offense.
Yep. And now the Hillsborough Hawks will have time to talk about their offense now in this media timeout. And welcome back to the second half in this game with the Eastern Florida Titans versus the Hillsborough Hawks. June, what can you maybe say about Sean Register this game? Not as quite the scoring output we may have expected, but still overall a good game.
Again, and he's more to just scoring to his game. I mean, like we say, he is one of the leading rebounders on this team, 8.4 rebounds per game. He uses his size to his advantage. Defensive, offensive rebounds. He's there in every facet of the game for the Titans throughout the entire season, and he's proving it yet again in this game.
I like that you mentioned it. Scoring is not just his only aspect. He can affect the game and does affect the game in multiple ways for this Titans team.
We're talking about one thing about affecting that mask. I mean, he's been messing around with that a lot, but it hasn't really affected him too much.
You're definitely right. It hasn't affected him too much, but that's what happened to great players. They can play through a lot of things, and Sean Register fits the mold as one of those great players. As he grabs the rebound there, gives it to Jibby Lee. Lee will now advance the ball. Register calling for on the high perimeter post-up now. He'll get down low, spinning. Drawing contact there with Sean Register.
And yeah, I love that. Just going into the paint, being super aggressive, and forcing himself, and again, gets himself to go to the line. Again, and also a good free throw shooter as well, Sean Register, 77% from the line this season.
Good shooting. It's nice when a big man like Sean Register goes to the line a lot and can actually convert. That really helps out a team.
Maybe we jinxed him.
And we jinxed him. Of all the people we would jinx, it would be Sean Register Jr. Who would have thought, Jude?
Yeah, let's hope that doesn't continue the rest of this game.
At all.
Oh my gosh.
We're not speaking about him when he goes to the line again, June. We're going to talk about something else. Register! Completely missed the free throw, but he can do that. June, he completely turned the gym on its head. His teammates didn't expect that one.
Oh, but I didn't expect that one. He came out of nowhere.
Maybe we should keep talking about him. What a play by Sean Register Jr.
Oh my God, forget about missing the free throws. Talk about that. With a one-handed slam.
Rim raising poster. And he's so nonchalant, walks off like nothing happened. That is the masked man, the Batman himself, Sean Register Jr.
My goodness, Zachary. Put me at a loss of words. It doesn't take a lot to put me at a loss of words, but that definitely did.
I'm at a loss of words, and it takes a lot to take me at a loss of words. Jibby Lee now driving, got it tipped out by number 5, Zayed.
Oh my God, nearly hit one of the cheerleaders there at the baseline.
That's a good thing chair brings you fast reflexes.
Man, Sean Register Jr. is still talking about that dunk. Man, who's behind the mask? I don't know if it's Sean Register or LeBron James.
That's Batman behind that mask, dude. And you can think about that time, but I will be thinking about that dunk during the timeout.
Eastern Florida State College has a 2-year aerospace technology degree. We are the only school in the state of Florida that offers this degree. The program is taught by industry professionals. All of the instructors are currently employed or previously employed at NASA. The program manager was part of NASA for 35 years. So you're not getting just somebody that has a degree that's teaching you stuff about aerospace. You're learning from people that actually worked in the aerospace field or currently working in the aerospace field.
And we're back at the Titan Fieldhouse, or should I say Sean Register's house after that dunk. Got the entire crowd up on their feet.
Yeah, Zakari, you're still thinking about that dunk. I'm still thinking about that dunk. Just got me off guard. I think he was right around the free throw line where he just came up out of nowhere, really, and just one hand just slams it down.
He didn't even care about the distance, June. The only thing he knew that he was about to take flight, and take flight he did. What a bucket by Sean Register Jr.
Yeah, we talk about his frame, his size. I mean, the long strides, and he's able to quickly get to the basket. I mean, that is not even a second pass, and he was just up there and really just bang. I mean, like.
That's all you can really describe it as, just bang.
Man.
It was just quick, very snap, very fast. And like I mentioned, no emotion, no celebrating, just nonchalantly walks down the court.
Foul number 5, and then Zayed, his fourth.
Foul on number 5, Zayed. Inbound here for the Titans. Sean Register Jr. will inbound.
Man, that was Zayed's 4th foul of the game.
Register will do his work down low. Easy fake to the right, fake to the right, then turn left and spin lead. Like you mentioned, that's Zayed. Zayed is now in foul trouble, so the Hawks will need another person if they're hoping to overcome this 15-point deficit.
They really need Chandler Davis or Womack to step up, and there you go. Womack makes that bucket from the mid-range.
Womack on cue, easy pull-up jumper. Now Jibby Lee, he'll try to respawn. Arroyo, you know he loves the corner, and you can see why. Nothing but nylon. Acevedo Arroyo.
He made the other corner 3 his home. He's making this one his home in the second half. Just absolutely just clinical from three-point range.
Well, with all the threes he's making, June, he has enough cash to buy 2 homes in the corner. Acevedo Arroyo putting on a 3-point clinic.
That is absolute real estate for him, and those corner threes for Yoviel Acevedo Arroyo.
What an absolute beautiful shooting night here from the Titans. Almost reminiscent of the women's Titans team and the first half, just everything clicking, everything going their way. Even on the defensive end, as the Hawks desperately search for an answer, Chandler Davis now trying to get anything going. Titans denied him in the paint. Now Womack will have to try force up a bad shot. Gives it to Adrian North, blocked by Lana Agabalis.
No.
Thought it was blocked. Referee calls a foul. Agabalis can't believe it.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna have to disagree with the official. I'm not quite sure if Lana Agabalis made any contact.
He definitely didn't make contact with the player, but I heard the tip of the ball. He made contact with the ball. Definitely a block, but like we mentioned at the start of the game, no player's ever going to say they got blocked. Adrian North is going to say he got fouled. Like we mentioned, Hawks struggling overall from offense, but where they do need to convert is the free points that they're given from the Titans.
Yeah, I mean, these are points that are practically given to you. You have to take advantage of this, especially when you're down really big, 52-36. This is not really being a close game right now. And with Zayed in foul trouble, one of the few players on the Hawks who have made an impact for them going offensively, having to sit out, you need Chandler Davis, Nicholas Womack, somebody else to really step up for them.
You're correct. Somebody in general has to step up from the Hawks and said, I'm going to bring us back from this deficit. Let's just play defense and let me handle it on offense. Hawks just haven't been able to find that player as of yet. Now Rodriguez moving on in the low post. Smooth fadeaway. Couldn't get it to go. Hit the back rim and out. Now Womack bringing it down. Gives a little hesitation. Kicks it to Chandler Davis. He's looking to get busy. Takes a two-step. Running floater in the paint. No good. Rodriguez on the break. Slows it down. Gives it to Jibby. Register calling for it. Pleading for it.
That's the most vocal I've seen Register all game.
He really wanted that ISO against Correa, but he'll decide to take it into the low post. Correa blocked Register on the first spin. Now Register being doubled. Didn't see the help from Chandler Davis. Davis now in transition. Good foul there by Rodriguez to stop the freight train of Chandler Davis. Third foul there from Rodriguez.
Yeah, Misa Cruz Rodriguez really hasn't gotten himself into the game. One of the few Titans players that hasn't really shown as much as we've seen in the past. And as he picks up his third foul. He hasn't registered a point today. Seems to be a little bit in his head, but the rest of this Titans team have been really fantastic going offensively and defensively.
That's the good part about having depth and a lot of big-name players who can make big-game plays. Even if one player is struggling, you barely notice. But there's Javon Yappy getting harassed in the backcourt by number 4, Nicholas Womack. And that foul is on Nicholas Womack, his second foul.
Hey, Dominique Coleman, head coach of the Hillsborough Hawks, didn't really seem to agree with that. I heard him just yell, no, as soon as that whistle blew.
You have to love the coaching staff of the Titans. They're very passionate that no matter if it's a win, if it's a blowout, no matter what the score is, they're going to bring the passion. Here's another guy who brings the passion all night. Sean Register just gives it off to Yappy. Yappy will take it hard to the rim. Wild floater there, heavily contested by the Hawks defender. Now Hawks will go in transition. Chandler Davis, baseline. Easy finish over Arroyo.
Yeah, that's something that Chandler Davis has been all season. He needs to continue doing that in this game if they want any chance of getting back in this one.
And that is a timeout by Eastern Florida. They have to talk a few things over as we'll be going to a break.
Build a successful career with a bachelor's degree from Eastern Florida State College. You can choose from nearly 25 tracks in today's top job fields of business, healthcare, and computer technologies, with classes tailored to meet your needs on campus and online. A bright future awaits you with a bachelor's degree from Eastern Florida State College. To learn more, visit easternflorida.edu/go/bachelors.
And we're back at the Titan Fieldhouse in Melbourne, Florida, where the Eastern Florida Titans have a nice secured, or at least feel secured, 10-point lead against the Hillsborough Hawks. June, what can you say about the Hawks so far? They're struggling offense, but they've managed to keep it a close game, only being 10 points.
Well, they've kind of slowly been getting back into this game, and I think that's exactly what they need. Now Chandler Davis up to 10 points, and especially something you needed when Zayed has gotten himself into foul trouble.
You're correct. Slowly but surely. Nice. They're just chugging along, keeping pace with Eastern Florida. That's all they need. But it's hard to keep pace when Eastern Florida has fancy finishers there, like number 1 Nick Oliver, going around the world on that layup there.
How about that pass, though, from Jimmy Lee? No-look pass, just nicely finds solid Nick Oliver, I guess from the corner of his eye, maybe, comes in. What a pass that was by Jimmy Lee.
Like we mentioned, Sean Register may not be flashy, but the same cannot be said for his teammates. A lot of flash and bravado going on for this Eastern Florida team as Chandler Davis takes a hard foul, and he'll shoot a pair of free throws.
And a good chunk of Davis's points today have come from the line, but I think what he needs to do is kind of resemble what happened before he went into that timeout. He found himself in drive. again, along the baseline and then lay one in nicely. That's kind of what he needs to continue doing in this game.
You're correct. Keep finding easy ways to the paint, and like you mentioned, most of his points coming from the line. That tends to be a good theme of most dominant scorers, operating from the free throw line. Now here's Sean Register Jr. He's going to operate on the left side of the court. He takes his defender right. Easy backwards finish. Sean Register Jr. not even phased by the contact, going to the line for two.
That would have been something if he finished that off.
Because he couldn't even see. He turned backwards and then shot at Sean Register Jr. What a player.
Man, there's not a lot that he can't do for this Titans team.
And whatever he can do, he does it to full effect.
Oh, maybe we shouldn't talk when he shoots free throws.
I'm telling you, we shouldn't talk when he shoots free throws.
Maybe we're going to see another dunk after this.
Right. Hopefully, if he misses this, we're going to see another dunk. Oh, yeah, it's coming. I'm waiting for him to get the ball next.
I was ready for that one too, Zakari.
Whoa. Womack will try a three, couldn't get it to go. Chandler Davis will calm it down off the offensive rebound. Jibby Lee just got his hand stuck in the cookie jar there. Chandler Davis tried to go to the rim.
I mean, it looks like, despite the game that Sean Register Jr. is having, he seems to be a bit upset with himself for not shooting that well at the line, where he normally does throughout the entirety of the season.
That's what great players do, June. If you watch Steph Curry, he can have 33 points, but if he misses a free throw, he's just killing himself down because he's upset that he missed that one. And that's how good players react to just missing the simplest of easy buckets.
100% agree with you on that one, Zakar. You know how much I admire guys like LeBron James and Steph Curry. Always hard on themselves despite having a good game.
And that is a feature of the greats. Titans looked like they wanted to run, but it was slowed down by Jibby Lee, and now the offense is in motion. Lee kicks it to Oliver in the corner. No good by him. Adrian North running in transition. Womack will try a three. Side rim, couldn't get it to fall. Womack now gonna try his luck again. In and out cross, hard to the rim on Register. Rolls off the rim, no good for Womack.
And again, it's just the Hawks just not able to find a direct answer for how the Titans have been set up defensively in the entirety of this game.
You're correct about that. Although not a direct answer, they have somehow managed this lead back down to only a 9-point deficit for the Hawks. And Davis was looking to make it 7, my bad, looking to make it 7. I'm not good at math. But hard foul there by the Hawks on Chandler Davis. Second foul for Arroyo. Media timeout. The Hawks have a lot to talk about after the break.
There's a lot of things you're good at. So what do you like to do that you want to do for the rest of your life?
And get paid.
At Eastern Florida State College, there's so many choices. With more than 100 career and technical programs to choose from, like aerospace and engineering technologies, aviation, welding, public safety, and more. There's definitely one you'll be good at. Learn at your own pace, in person, online, day or night.
What are you good at?
So come on, let's get started.
And we're back here with the Eastern Florida Titans and the Hillsborough Hawks. A little bit over 11 minutes to go in this second half, with the Hawks having 45 points, Florida Titans having 54.
Yeah, I think.
Broski in here, June. What can you say about the Titans? How can they react to maybe push this lead back out and get more comfortable as they were at the start of this half?
Again, I mean, just got to remain consistent in what the formula's been working with. But especially for the Hawks, I mean, they're slowly getting back into this game. But it still seems like not really a direct sort of answer for them. I mean, the 3 points not working the best, and then trying to get into the paint. The only thing that seems to be working a lot is really just forcing the fouls and going to the line and trying to capitalize off of that.
You're correct there, but like I mentioned, some of the best scorers in the National Basketball Association, Luka Doncic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, they make their money at the free throw line, just as Chandler Davis is doing in this game. Has almost brought this team back single-handedly from the free throw line.
Again, I mean, for the Hawks, we should look, again, we talk about free throw lines, got to take advantage of that, and that's why that they're still hanging around in this game.
Offensive rebound now for the Hawks. They have got the momentum. Womack will try something. Davis to Womack. He'll rip one. And it goes in.
And that's exactly what you need if you're the Hawks. Now it's been cut down to just 5 points, and the Titans need to have an answer fast.
You're correct, June. Now all of a sudden it looks like a dicey lead here for the Titans. Rodriguez will try something. Kicks it out to Oliver. Beautiful catch. Wilson thought about the three, looked at the rim, decided not. Agabalis directing traffic as he sets the screen for Wilson. Wilson trying to get a bucket. No good. Back rim, couldn't get it to fall.
And Tyson Wilson's really slowed down in this game. Had a really quick start in the beginning of the first half, but hasn't shown much since.
Chandler Davis tried to play bully ball on Arroyo, just missed the running floater. Arroyo in transition. Wilson in the corner. You know he's looking for Nick Wilson. Beautiful ball movement. Everyone touch it. Agabalis to finish it. In and out for Lana Agabalis. Chandler Davis now looking to take over this game. Has the big switched on him, is looking to dance in the perimeter. Womack now lost control of it, got it back. Davis will go hard to the rim. Beautiful finish by Chandler Davis. June, now it is just a 3-point game.
And Chandler Davis has really settled into this match. As soon as Zayed went out, we said somebody needs to step up. And of course, it's their leading scorer, Chandler Davis. Now 16 points today.
That is what legendary big-time players do. Chandler Davis keeping his team in this game and coming back from a huge deficit in the second half. Chandler Davis.
And again, just a 3-point lead now for the Titans. This is cut down very, very fast. Talking about how the Hawks were slowly getting back in. As soon as they come out of that timeout, whatever words Dominique Coleman said to his team, it seems to have been working. Because, again, immediately back and forth, but able to stop the Titans defensively, and they're able to get down themselves and keep eating into this lead.
You're correct on that. So it was a back-and-forth game until then, but now it's almost just purely Hawks so far. Wilson trying to create anything, just get the lid off the basket, and he does with the running floater.
And something that Tyson Wilson, again, like what I said, first half had a nice start to it. Hasn't shown up much since, but right there is exactly what you need from your point guard.
Womack spinning. Good spin cycle there from Wyland Womack.
And what a response by the Hawks.
Now Wilson, he'll take the double screen. Arroyo trying to create something for himself. Foul called by the referee.
Fouls on number 2, Chandler Davis, his first, team 7.
Arroyo looks to be adjusting his shoes, seems to be in some sort of pain.
Acevedo Arroyo to the line.
It seems like he's just retying his shoes, maybe. Maybe not so much pain and just discomfort.
Definitely.
Yeah, talk about the shoe game from some of these players. A lot of bright colors.
Every single time they come to one of these Eastern Florida games, I say the same thing, June. Shoe game is definitely, I think, a top priority for young athletes these days. At least these guys can actually hoop. But you go to your local LA Fitness, YMCA, everybody has on colorful shoes.
Hey, look good, feel good, play good.
That's the problem. The LA Fitness dudes, they don't have the skill to play good. But they look good in the shoes, though. As Arroyo knocks down the first free throw. He'll hit the second one, 100% at the line, just right there for Acevedo Arroyo. And now Womack continuing to put the pressure on the Titans. He'll spin off Bavararo. Goes up for the layup. Womack now. He'll rip one. Nothing but net for Nicholas Womack.
Oh, we talked about players needing to step up. Chandler Davis, Nicholas Womack have done exactly that for the Hawks. Again, slow first half, not much going on for them, but really picked it up.
You're correct. Not much going on for them in the first half. Now they're on fire in the second half with just over 8 minutes to go. The Hawks are now tied in this one after a tough bucket by Chandler Davis. This is the scoring we expected from him now. June will now see how Sean Register will react to it, but he won't get a chance as a pass goes out of bounds from Tyson Wilson. The Hawks will talk it over on this media timeout. And we're back here at the Titan Fieldhouse where the Hillsborough Hawks have almost made an insurmountable comeback in this game and somehow tied it up at 58 apiece against the Eastern Florida Titans. June, if you're the Titans now, you came into this half with everything clicking, but now the score is tied and you've been on kind of a scoring drought. What can you do to get out of this drought and continue pushing forward?
Ever since that Sean Register dunk, they really have not found their feet at the second portion of this second half, and the Hawks have taken full advantage of that. I think if you're Zach Farrell and your team, you really have to just kind of settle down. Again, a lot of rushes trying to get into the paint and all of this kind of nonsense. That's something that they don't really need when you had such a big lead. But now that lead is gone and this game is tied, and you have to reset as if this is the beginning of the game.
I like that you mentioned reset. Completely forget everything that has happened up to this point and just focus on playing new basketball. Jimmy Lee tried to get the steal, or at least avoid it from getting in Chandler Davis' hands. Womack, he's not afraid to take the big shot. Couldn't get it to drop, though. Good hustle by the Hawks. Correa will get it. Kick it for Bavaro. He'll drive. Floater. Easy floater for Nico Bavaro.
And the Hawks take the lead. I mean, that is, again, defensively, they seem panicked. They seem like they don't know what to do when the Hawks are charging at them.
You're correct about that, and even better, we're talking about offensive rebounding. You have to get the offensive board and not let them get easy second chance points. As Lana Agabalis, the Energizer Bunny spark plug off the bench, he gets an and one to maybe make this a 1-point lead for the Titans.
And that's exactly the spark that you need for if you're Zach Farrell and the Titans coming out of that timeout again and then going down immediately, but being able to go down there, get an and one point and have an advantage, or trying to get a 3-point play off of that.
Good job by Lana Agabalis, having a good game so far. Needs to convert this free throw and does. Good job by Lana Agabalis. Titans walk away from that possession with a 1-point lead. Now Zayed back in the game. Bavar running off screens. Chandler Davis begging for it, couldn't get it. A little upset there. Bavaro trying to force his way to the paint. But you can't force nothing on Cruz Rodriguez. He denied him at the rim. Crucial inbound moments here for the Hawks. Bavaro couldn't go anywhere, spins off Rodriguez. Once again, almost like deja vu, another floater from Nico Bavaro.
And now this game has gone from what was once a 13-point Titans lead to now just back and forth basketball, something that we expected coming into this game, and now we're getting it.
We're getting exactly what we asked for, June. Back and forth game by the Titans. Sean Register. He's looking to hopefully put an end to that back and forth as he goes to the line again to look for his first pair of free throws in this game.
And one thing I've noticed so far in this second half is ever since the dunk by Sean Register, is every time he gets the ball offensively, not just one, but another Hawks player will come in and they'll just kind of swarm him around the paint, not really trying to commit any fouls. They did just there. But again, Register's is not shooting well from the line tonight. Maybe I need to shut up when he's shooting.
I think we've almost stated that already. For this next basket, we're not going to talk, as Sean Register needs complete concentration and focus. That's what I'm talking about, June. It
That's
worked.
exactly what he needed. It's been our fault, Zakari.
It's been our fault all day as to why he struggled a little bit from the line. But I'm glad he got that one to go to tie up the game. Chandler Davis now, Jibby Lee harassing him. Pascal Correa got knocked out. Lanaga Belize running the Blake. Arroyo. Nice fake pass, hangs in the air for the layup. Stolen by Lanaga Belize. Beautiful veteran move by Jibby Lee to slow the game down. Didn't want to get too ahead of himself.
Yeah, smart by Jibby Lee. You saw Sean Register really asking for the ball, but
Lanaga Belize, he almost took the roof off the Titan house with the putback there. Good basket there by Jibby Lee. Offensive interference by the Hawks, but talk about the almost putback dunk by Lanaga Belize June.
Man, he really wanted that one, didn't he?
Those are one of the points where you kind of hope your teammates miss so you can get a highlight.
Yeah, maybe we could have seen that one on ESPN if he got it down.
Oh, it was going on ESPN for sure, June. Womack now trying to cause problems, but the Titans creating havoc on the defensive end. Like I mentioned, Lanaga Belize, the Energizer Bunny, the spark plug for this Titans team, came in and immediately made a difference on the offensive and the defensive end.
Again, like what you said, offensive, defensive. He's just doing it all right now for the Titans in the second half. Didn't see much action in the first, but as soon as he comes in this one, where you saw the Titans were struggling to maintain the lead, he's come in and like what you said, that word, spark plug, is exactly what he's been.
Definitely. And now he's definitely plugged up Jibby Lee because he converts a three. Good shot there by Jibby Lee. Turned and celebrated to the crowd. Now the Hawks, a little bit of a drought on offense, need a basket here to keep this competitive. Chandler Davis dancing on Rodriguez. Gets the switch with Agabaliz. He'll dance on the perimeter. Takes it to the rim. Correa didn't expect the pass there, a little confused.
That's the second time now Chandler Davis tried to get a little bit of a pass into the paint to Correa, and Correa just not able to handle it.
Just a bit of miscommunication there from the teammates. Not expecting the pass was Correa. Lanaga Belize expected that one, and he rises up.
He's been asking for that for a while over the past couple of minutes in this game.
He's been waiting for that one. Now Zayed will try, couldn't get it to go. Titans feel the momentum now. Rodriguez in transition. Timeout called by the Hawks. Stopping it from getting any worse. Stay tuned. This has been a high-octane, high-impact game as we go into the timeout. Looks like they'll shoot a technical free throw for Acevedo Arroyo. Not quite sure who the technical is on, but Arroyo knocks down the first one.
I think they called a tech on Dominic Coleman, the head coach of the Hawks. I mean, I saw him going up and down the sidelines, and he had a lot of words to say.
Well, when it's not kind of been your night so far as a team and a head coach in general, tempers can start to flare. But Arroyo is cool as can be at the line as he converts, once again going 100% at the line there.
I think Dominic Coleman's got to be careful. He's still continuously saying a lot of words to the officials, and he's got to make sure that he still stays into this game for his team.
You're correct. His team definitely needs his veteran leadership at the coaching position. The Eastern Florida Titans now with just 4 minutes left to go in this half. Jibby Lee crosses up his defender. Kicks it out to Rodriguez. He thought about it. Hill decided to shoot it, and it bottoms. Goes in for Cruz Rodriguez.
Not the best shooting night for Cruz Rodriguez, but comes up huge for the Titans with that three-pointer.
You're correct about huge. That may have been one of the biggest threes in the game so far, and he follows it up with a foul on Zayed. Zayed will go to the line now. Titans coach calling a timeout, wanting to talk things over. We'll be right back after the break.
Build a successful career with a bachelor's degree from Eastern Florida State College. You can choose from nearly 25 tracks in today's top job fields of business, healthcare, and computer technologies, with classes tailored to meet your needs on campus and online. A bright future awaits you with a bachelor's degree from Eastern Florida State College. To learn more, visit easternflorida.edu/go/bachelors.
And we're back here at the Titan Fieldhouse, where the Eastern Florida Titans have somehow taken a 14-point lead on the Hawks, just as this game was looking close and kind of in the rocks, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, somehow is one way to put it. The Titans, I mean, your nickname for a lot of Agbelis is exactly the nickname that he deserves. Comes in and, again, energizes and revitalizes the entire team. We've seen that a couple times throughout this season for the Titans. But Agbelis, again, I just love the way that he plays, not only just offensively, but defensively. It's just one of those hard-nosed players that you always love to have on a roster in a team like this.
Like I mentioned, the Energizer Bunny spark plug, Lana Agbelis, always knows how to come in and give this team exactly what they need, like you mentioned, either offensively or defensively, and has got them the lead. And with this free throw shooting of Zayed, they look to hopefully keep this lead. Like we mentioned before, earlier in this game, the free throws are once again free. You have to make sure you hit them, and he could not do that at the line. 0% there from the line.
And the Hawks collectively, they shoot just under 70% on this season. Something that you have to consider, especially when you get chances like that.
Jibby Lee couldn't get it to go. Blocked by the rim there, but fouled before it happened. He'll shoot a pair of free throws.
You know, one thing I always think is kind of funny, not even just in these Eastern Florida games, is that videographers and the cheer teams always on the baseline, and just you always had a chance of getting trucked or run over, or maybe hit by a ball.
Always have a chance of getting hurt. You think when they're signing up to be cheerleaders, they have that in like the description? Have to be able to get out the way of a player.
I know, right? You need to be quick on your feet before you get trucked over.
Definitely have to be quick on your feet to be a cheerleader. And like you mentioned, the videographer, he even has a tougher job because he's on
the floor. He's sitting.
He has to almost dive out of the way if he sees anything coming.
Not only that, he's got to save his gear, too. Those do not come cheap.
True. Good shooting there at the charity stripe for Jibby Lee. But talk about Nicholas Womack. He refuses to go away with another three-point shot. Now just a 13-point game here for the Titans. Jibby Lee finds Rodriguez in the corner, thinks about it. Hits the bottom of the net again. Cruz Rodriguez. He's starting to have fun now. Big smile on his face. Womack decides he shouldn't be the only one shooting threes.
Wow.
Good defense there from the Titans. Referee originally said Titans ball, then changed his decision to Hawks ball.
If you're the Hawks, you have to say there's still just under 3 minutes left in this game. And once again, the issue that they had earlier was that just the too eager is the problem. And you just need to settle down a bit and just do the formula that has been working for you into getting points. And it's got to come from Nicholas Womack and from guys like Chandler Davis.
You're correct about that. Have to settle down into the offense. Don't get too happy the fact that you were at once in this game or even leading But settle into your offense, go through the two people that got you here, and play how you need to play to get this lead. This is Nico Bavaro at the free throw line, trying to make it even closer of a game.
And then that was a technical actually on Cruz Rodriguez, and that was his 5th of the game, so he's out.
What a turn of events. What a turn of events here, June. Another person who is revitalizing this Titans team now is on the bench for a technical foul.
Yeah, what happened to our video board?
I'm not sure what's going on at all.
There's a lot going on. It was just the past minute. But our video board has now gone out, and we have the officials deliberating something on the floor, and Misa Cruz Rodriguez picks up a technical foul, and he's now fouled out of the game.
Hawks ball on the inbound. That is one thing I am sure of, though. Zayed inbound, and now Hawks leading the charge.
There's our video board.
Just 2 minutes left to go in the second half. Womack determined to make this a close game. Can't get it to go. Wilson is on the rebounds again. Jimmy Lee, quick up to the lob for Sean Register. That's the roof of the building right there. Some may even say the dagger. Sean Register, now he's showing emotion on the defensive end. Puts the dagger in this game.
I'm feeling the cold air from outside entering the stadium, because like what you said, he just took the roof off of Titan Fieldhouse.
Sean Register Jr., he knows how to get a crowd hype. Like I mentioned, June, it's amazing these seats are free because he is worth a price on his own.
And the video board went out again. I think that's because of Sean Register Jr., because of what he just did.
Sean Register Jr., the guy from Ohio, knocked the video board out. Add that to his list of accolades, June.
Oh my!
Titans now in transition. They're feeling the momentum. Arroyo, we know he makes his money from there, and you can see why. Acevedo Arroyo, all smiles from the Eastern Florida Titans. He cannot miss from that corner.
I mean, he's not only turned it into a home, that's a mansion for Acevedo Arroyo.
Like you mentioned, he's definitely playing Monopoly. He's already had 4 houses on the spot. Now he's got a hotel, June. Timeout by the Hawks. They need to talk about it as we'll take a break here.
There's a lot of things you're good at. So what do you like to do that you want to do for the rest of your life?
And get paid.
At Eastern Florida State College, there's so many choices. With more than 100 career and technical programs to choose from, like aerospace and engineering technologies, aviation, welding, public safety, and more. There's definitely one you'll be good at. Learn at your own pace, in person, online, day or night.
What are you good at?
So come on, let's get started.
And we're back at the Titan Fieldhouse with just over a minute 30 left in the game. Titans up by 16 in this one. June, what can you say was the main force for the Titans pulling away? Because the game was just very close, even tied up for a second there, but now they've pulled away comfortably with the lead.
The driving force is the earthquake that Sean Register Jr. just provided here at Titan Fieldhouse, because that sparked the three-pointer from Acevedo Arroyo, who, like we said, you talk about your Monopoly analogy, really is not even just a home. I mean, that is his hometown. That is everything for Acevedo Arroyo, is that corner.
You're correct about that. Arroyo creating his own state in that corner.
Yeah, he should rename that corner to Corozal, Puerto Rico, his hometown.
Might as well, June, because he's not missing from there. He feels very comfortable in that corner. Jibby Lee now at the line. Good free throw shooting here from Jibby Lee. Shoots 80% at the line. 100% there for Jibby Lee. Now Hawks trying to go quick and make something of this deficit. Womack still trying to dance. Whips it to Zayed. Good up and under finish. Lazy pass there by Tyson Wilson. Zayed driving again. Whips it to Chandler Davis. Back-to-back points for the Hawks. But I think they would call this too little, too late. Good spin move by Javon Yappy. Jibby Lee. He'll go up and try dunk it as he falls into the cameraman like we talked about. Chandler Davis now still playing hard, trying to get his buckets. And that is a foul. Chandler Davis once again going to the free throw line.
You have to say now it's a bit of ways for the Hawks. I don't know how they're going to try and get back. There's only 50 seconds left to play. I'm having to keep looking over to my left because our video board, I think you can thank Sean Register Jr. for that. I think he's going to have to owe the school a brand new video board.
He's definitely going to get back to his room and see a letter with prices on it for taking out their video board. But I'm sure to him it was worth it. Sean Register Jr.
I think it's a good trade-off for how well he's played, not in just this game, but all season long. I mean, Sean Register Jr. just by far and away has just been fantastic.
Fantastic. Almost an understatement of how Register has been in this game. And he continues. He's trying to bring the rim down, June.
I don't understand how he's so nonchalant about all of this. It amazes me because I'm jumping out of my seat in the broadcast booth.
He's the masked man, June. It's the Batman persona. He has to live up to it. Sean Register Jr., the Dark Knight on the basketball court. And Javon Yappy trying to beat the press of the Hawks. Now Yappy, he'll give it to Nick Oliver.
Oh, I really wanted him to give that to Register.
I think Register really wanted it too.
I wanted to see another slam by him.
Womack, he'll continue his three-party. Couldn't get it to go. Good rebound by the 6'2", Luma. And Jibby Lee will dribble it out. And that is the end of an amazing game for the Eastern Florida Titans. June, what can you say you've seen from that game from the Titans?
Where do I start, Zakari? I mean, how about we'll start with Yoviel Acevedo Arroyo. 4 for 6 from three-pointer, 22 points, the leading scorer for the Titans tonight. 7 for 10 from the field overall. He was just hitting it. I mean, we talk about a lot of analogies that we have just thrown out there. That was more than just a home. That's his hometown. Again, I'm renaming that corner tonight to Corozal, Puerto Rico, where he's from.
Because he is almost automatic from that corner. Like we mentioned, we talked about Sean Register Jr. all night, but Arroyo, 22 points, 4 for 6 from shooting. He really put up a good performance in this one. Just an all-around good game from the Titans. But talk maybe a little bit about the Hawks, their tenacity to at least get back in the game and make it interesting at one point.
Chandler Davis had a very slow first half. Was just not able to get his feet wet and get it going. But you have to give a hand to him for how in the second half, not just him, but from the Hawks, and how they were down by 13 points entering the half, and they were able to work their way back into this game. And Chandler Davis was actually the leading scorer of both teams with 24 points. And Nicholas Womack and Zayed did their jobs as well. 19 points for Womack, 18 points for Zayed. Chandler Davis, 9 for 12 from the line, took advantage of that as well.
You're correct, June, and the Titans were coming off a loss before coming into this one. Now this has been a big win. How can they maybe use this momentum to play against Indiana River State College on the 24th?
I mean, defensively, keep up what they've been doing. I'm really impressed by the defensive effort that the Titans have put into this game. I mean, they were all over Chandler Davis in that first half. They do their homework, they do their film study, and they make sure they find the weak points of the other team's star players and trying to shut them down. That's exactly what they did in that first half. It's something that you need to continue doing, continue building momentum, continue that formula, the winning formula that Zach Farrell has implemented in his first season as the Titans head coach.
You're correct there, June. Once again, I'm Zachary McKenzie, and this has been my color commentator, June Ewan. Thank you for watching the broadcast, and have a good night.